Coach, what can you say about Andrew's night?
Andrew was just fantastic. The aggression from the beginning of the game. Loved his energy. Obviously, he was pretty excited to play against his old team, and we needed everything he brought us tonight. The scoring, the running the floor, getting to the foul line, knocking down threes. I thought he was tremendous. And then I thought Kerr Looney was just amazing. I mean, that's one of the toughest matchups in the league with Towns. Towns is a great player. And, for Loon to go out there and battle him and get 17 rebounds and play, 29 minutes, that's a pretty heavy load for Loon. But it's where he is now. That's the great thing. He's healthy again. And it's so great to see because he's one of those guys you just root for, the way he works, the way he just puts his head down and gets the job done day after day after day. So those two guys really stood out, but I was really proud of the whole group for sticking with it in a strange game that had no flow and no rhythm. We had to kind of gut it out.
Did you know Wiggins still had that type of bounce?
I'm sorry?
Did you know Wiggins still had that type of bounce?
Man, that last one, the putback, I need to see the replay. He was so high. And the one in the first half, too, on the baseline was just fantastic.
From our perspective, obviously, outside looking in, it's like, against Minnesota, and he shows that type of juice. I mean, do you think that had anything to do with it? Who was in the building tonight?
I think it's always inspiring to play, against your old team. But I think also Wiggs is now in shape. Like he started camp with a knee issue. We had him on a minutes restriction the first 4 or 5 games. It didn't look like he was in rhythm, and I don't think I did a great job, frankly, of putting him in positions to score and to attack. And so I thought we did a better job tonight of getting him into a position to do that, but it was all him obviously attacking and getting to the paint and really being aggressive. And it's it's on us and on him to continue that kind of aggressiveness and pace that he played with.
At shoot around, it looked like you were just checking in with Wiggins, kind of one-on-one at the end. Did he need a little pep talk or anything, or did you ask him to be more assertive? Where do you think this came from?
No, I mean, Andrew's been in this league for 8-9 years. He's obviously got it in him, and I talk with all of our guys all the time, just checking in, and we're constantly trying to make sure everybody is feeling comfortable and confident in their roles. And like I said, I don't think I did a great job over the first few weeks of getting him in a comfortable spot. So hopefully this is the start of a really good stretch for him.
Andrew, would you call this a revenge game?
Nah, not no revenge game. Well-played game, against a former team. That's all that was. Competitive game, fun game.
Fun game.
Game basketball's fun.
What did you think about the way you started? You were 10 for 10 before you missed your first shot.
I had a good start. I was making shots. I was staying aggressive. My teammates got me involved and got me easy looks at the basket.
Which of your 2 dunks did you like more?
Man, I don't know. I like them both. They're both on Cat, so that's my guy.
I was going to say, did that make it sweeter that you did it on Towns?
Oh, for sure. I remember he got me last year, so I just got him back.
You ever do that to him in practice back in your day?
Andrew, following up on that, how much do you enjoy putting on that kind of show against the Timberwolves?
It's fun. It's fun. It's always facing your former team is always a game you wake up excited for. You want to do good, and most importantly, you want to win. That's the main thing, and I feel like we won. We had fun doing it.
Steve,
Andrew,
go ahead.
When did you start thinking about this game?
Yesterday. I was preparing for it. Just mentally just getting my mind right and getting rest, staying hydrated. Doing everything I can to have a good game.
So when you started the way you did,
how much of that was just a product of your work, and how much of it was, the energy that you had inside?
It was both. Good combination of both. And I knew I was due for a good game eventually. I feel like I kind of been in a rough little rhythm, but today, I played better. And hopefully I can keep it going.
Why do you think it's been a little bit slower start to the season? Steve was in here saying he didn't feel like he's been putting you in as good a positions, but what from your perspective?
It's a long season. Stuff happens. It's just the beginning of the season. I haven't been making some shots, missing a lot of easy shots. Just keeping myself assertive. Moving without the ball, cutting, doing everything I can. So just keep doing more.
Can you tell when your teammates enjoy, you having a game like this? What do you think about the way that they were feeding you?
Oh man, it's all love. It's all love, and that just gets me so much more, motivated and hyped too. When I make a good play or something like that, and looking over at the bench and they're going wild, that just, it brings a lot of motivation out of me.
What do you say to the observers who want to see more games like tonight from you?
I'm gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna keep staying aggressive. It's just beginning of the season, but it's a long season. A lot more good games to come.
You missed a few days in training camp with the knee and everything that went on preseason. How much did that affect you coming into the season?
I'm not sure. Maybe it affected me a little bit, but I don't use it as an excuse or anything because, stuff happens. Everyone has problems going on. So I feel like that's not a proper excuse. I just feel like I wasn't in a good rhythm. I got no one to blame but myself for that, and I'm picking it up now. Thank you.
Kevon, what was different about Andrew tonight, either on the court or his attitude, even approaching the game?
Before the game, he seemed like the same old Andrew, but seemed like he came out with a little bit more chip on his shoulder. We always challenge him every game to be aggressive and go out there, and use all those hops he got. And today he decided to use them. And when he's coming out there playing with that energy and on both sides of the court like that, it changed the dynamic of our team.
When Andrew has an aggressive night like that,
it's huge because obviously he's capable of doing that. He's got all the physical presence and skill set to impact the game like that on the offensive end. Obviously on the defensive end he does it, but it's obviously an efficient night. I know he saw some familiar faces on the other side, so got him going a little bit. And you obviously don't expect a damn near perfect night like that every night, but the intentions and the energy and just the aggressiveness from start to finish, you would love to see that. And so it gives us a whole other look, especially if I can create space, JP can create space, he can get the right matchups and go to work. We're obviously tough to beat in those, in that situation.
How do you try to get that out of him a little bit more than just, if Minnesota's here?
That's up to him. The player he wants to be every single night. He's in this league for a reason. He's on this team for a reason. So whatever he needs to find to get that motivation, we're gonna have his back. We're gonna encourage him every single part of the way, knowing how much of an influence and impact he can have. But whatever he wakes up in the morning wants to, lock in on and show that everything that happens out there on that floor matters, he can do that.